Hi there, it's Kenny from Blitz. Today I've got Caitlin here, who is handsome. How you doing today?
I'm fab. How are you?
Not too bad.
That's good.
Firstly, what is the origins of handsome? How did it come about?
Well, for years and years, I was making music under a different project, and it was folk music, and it was like there were moments where it was super sad and very delicate. And I was kind of writing a record for a new record for that project, and started listening to like R&B, and I started working with some hip hop friends, and I just started dancing and like listening to music that was so different. And I think a lot of my personality changed at that time, and I just wanted to make something new and something that was upbeat and something that I could dance to on stage. And so Handsome was kind of born from that, and also my queer identity and the idea of wanting to have music that was written by me where I had something really important to say. And so, Handsome sort of came from there.
Let's talk about your EP,
Mm-hmm.
No Hat, No Play.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say, I do love the name. I haven't heard of the word since primary school. Could you tell us a bit more about how you settled on that name?
Yeah. Well, firstly, it's many different reasons. Firstly, No Hat, No Play is a great phrase to say out loud. I'm sure you agree. Also, the idea that queer culture, I think, generally sits in this realm of people associate it with party. And they associate it with dance and movement and all these things. And so the idea of instilling rules on somebody, but still that idea of queer freedom is the dance floor. And it's kind of a comment mainly on the idea that older generations always think that they know better than younger generations. And not that I defy the rule at all. Like, I understand that skin cancer is a really massive deal, but I think that was something that really jumped out to me for all of those reasons. But I think when older generations think that they can tell younger people who they are, then it takes younger people a longer time to become who they want to be. And so that was the whole idea of the EP. The whole idea of the EP is just really questioning whether that's right.
Right. I love that there's like such a deep meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still really fun to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's the whole thing, yeah.
So my next question, Late Night Ball Game featuring Joyride. It's been called an indie queer anthem. Was this your intention when you were writing it?
Yes, I think. Like, I don't think you ever write a song with that kind of intention, but I think I was hoping that it was received in that way at some point, or in some respect. I wrote the song about, at the time, a friend of mine had come out as trans, and I had no idea that he was trans at all, and I felt really terrible about it. But also, it took me a moment to stand back and look at him and think, like, how brave are you? I've never had to come out in the way that you have. And then it gave me an opportunity to look at all of my friends who are queer or have had to do that, have had to come out to their parents or their friends or their family, and I felt so honoured to be surrounded by them, and so I wanted to write a song that reflected that, but also was representative of what it feels like to come out and the anticipation. It feels like when you have a secret of any kind and you have to tell someone and you're so terrified of what they're going to say.
Right. And how did the collaboration with Joyride come about?
So Rowan and I have known each other for years and years, like ever since I was sort of just starting out writing music. I put a song up on Triple J Unearthed, which was like my first ever Caitlin Park track. And he came into a cafe that I was working in at the time, and he was like, "Oh my God, you're Caitlin Park." And I was like, "What?" And we were so young that I like just went red in the face and just couldn't deal with somebody recognizing me. And it was really sweet. And then from there, I think our relationship's just really grown. I play in his live band now, and we collaborate a lot. We write together. he wrote another, co-wrote another track on the EP called No Hat No Play. No Cowards.
No Hat No Play tour. You said you're turning your tour into a massive dance party. Can you tell us about your plans for this?
Yeah, so the Sydney show is probably going to be more of the dance party, but only because we're allowed to have the venue for longer.
Right.
But yeah, the Sydney show, we've got 4 acts on, including us. My beautiful friend Kid Heron, who also plays in my band, he's opening. There's a DJ / electronic artist called Flower Boy. Sam Bluer, who's a queer artist from Melbourne, who's never played a show in his life, but the music that he makes is so amazing. It's so like Kylie Minogue pop. It's so great. I can't wait to see it. And I'm really honoured that he's going to play his first show with us. And then Hanson plays. And then we've got my gay uncles called Stereogamous, who features one half of the duo is Paul Mack. They'll be DJing for the rest of the night. But I think at any Handsome show, we really try and make sure that we make a goal of making sure that people leave feeling really good about themselves. I think that's something that we constantly try and tell ourselves, and that's the ethos that we want for our shows.